Hello everyone and welcome to another video here on White Coats and Corgis. Today I'm going to be showing you a clip from the Premed Experience, which is a live virtual event that I put together for Premeds to learn all about the admissions process, the MCAT, how to get their extracurriculars, and all things like that. I was so lucky to get 3 amazing medical school deans to volunteer to participate in the event. All right, let's go ahead and get started.
Hey everyone, and thanks so much for joining. My name's Dan, and I am a second-year internal medicine resident, and I'll be the moderator for this panel. We're joined by 3 incredible deans and admissions experts here, and I want to give everyone the chance to ask questions in that Q&A, and I'll be looking through that. But first, I was hoping that the deans could introduce themselves. We can go one by one and just quickly sort of say where you're from and what your role is. So if we can start with Dr. Osborne.
Hello, I'm Megan Boysen Osborne. I am the Associate Dean for Students, so I oversee admissions, student affairs, and diversity, equity, and inclusion at University of California, Irvine.
Awesome. Dr. Liotta.
Hello, everyone. It's great to be here. And I'm Rob Liotta, and I'm the Associate Dean for Admissions and Recruitment at the Uniformed Services University, the Health Sciences, and we're actually on the Walter Reed Bethesda Medical Campus, the National Naval Medical Center, Bethesda. So, and I'm great to be here with you today.
And Dr. Amiri.
Hi, everyone. I'm Layla Amiri. I'm the Associate Dean for Admissions at the Robert Larner College of Medicine at the University of Vermont.
Dr. Amiri, while we talk about that too, a lot of what we've said so far has been sort of geared towards students who are close to applying to medical school. But, sometimes people realize when they're in high school that they want to become physicians. And, I know we have some people here listening in who are in high school or are just starting out in college and know that in a few years they want to be applying to medical school. So how can they prepare in advance to become successful applicants in the future?
Thank you for that question, Dr. Dan. It's a great question. And what you're doing at each stage of your career will vary depending on where you're at. So I think if you're in high school, one of the things that you should probably look at is take as much science as you possibly can. The more comfortable you are with the language of science and using science, the easier, hopefully, the transition will be for you when you move to the university or to the community college, wherever you start that post-secondary education, and you'll be more comfortable in that environment. It's really hard to get those types of clinical experiences when you're in high school. I mean, even I think ambulance ride-alongs, you have to be 18. And so find other types of service that you can be engaged with, understand what it means to try to balance your academic life with extracurricular life. That becomes challenging. And so if that's part of kind of what you're doing, you're developing those muscles and that skill set. We look for leaders and we look for leadership within the students that we admit to med school, because I think all of us are in the business not only of educating fine physicians, but also, leaders in the healthcare field. And so work on some leadership as well if you're in high school, right? So then you show up at the university, be familiar with your pre-med office, take the appropriate amount of science that you can handle. Sometimes, students are rock stars coming out of high school, and the transition to university may be a little slippery. That's something that you can completely overcome, but why have to overcome something if you don't have to set yourself up for that? So have a good understanding of yourself and your study habits. And if moving away from home is going to be a bit of a challenge for you, maybe you're not going to take that heavy of a load that first semester just to transition in. By your sophomore year, you should have identified an organization that you want to be a member of, because not only is it important for us for you to be a great leader, we also want to know that you get along with your peers. And so with all of the peer-based learning and team-based learning types of activities that we have, and obviously you've heard more than once that being a doctorate is not a solo activity, and so you'll be part of a team. So we want to know that you're a good peer as well as a good leader. So you should have some kind of organization in place. Again, work closely with your pre-med advisors. Are you going to take the couple of gap years that Dr. Osborne wants to see, or are you just going to go straight through? And if you're going straight through, you're going to have to make sure that you've met all the requirements, right? And setting yourself up to take an MCAT. So it's a lot, Dr. Dan. We may need a whole separate webinar, just if you're a freshman, do this, if you're a sophomore, do this, but it'll vary from time to time. Getting to know your faculty members so that you can ask for those letters. It's way more exciting for me to read a letter that says, I met this person in their freshman class and, chemistry, and I've known them for these 4 years. So you're basically setting yourself up. Understand the lay of the land, set yourself up so you can be successful, understand what resources you need, and then just get through the work.